Wow, Green Hill's looking a lot more like blood. Hello everybody, I'm Garrulous64, and welcome to Minecraft video. Yes, that's something I promised a very long time ago as a 30,000 subscribers special, and, I mean, I'm not that late, right? That, and of course, when I upload things that aren't Sonic related, people just kind of don't care that much, so I was kind of in a weird place with that one. But what is that I see on the horizon? It's him! It's Mega Man! He's finally in Super Smash Brothers! That's not what... That wasn't what it said in the script. That's him! It's Sonic! He's in Minecraft! Thank goodness. Alright, so quick history on Minecraft. It is probably the most popular video game to ever exist, and if you don't know about it, I have no idea how you found this video, because you either died before the game released, or you're from some horrible alternate reality where it doesn't exist. What do you guys have? World peace? That's stupid. I got into the game way back when it was in beta, and I had a blast trying and failing to get servers to run so I could play with my friends. You guys are really lucky with your realms and your crossplay and your cell phones. This was my first cell phone. Spent a lot of time back then watching people on YouTube play Minecraft, such as Sly Foxhound. This chicken has been hit with a shovel in your honor, good sir. But eventually, no matter what I did, you know, starting up a new world, not killing the Ender Dragon because I didn't feel like it, loading up a ton of mods that got boring after a couple plays, I just kind of started getting bored of the game as a whole. But, now Sonic's in the game, so it's less boring. Right? Sure, like most other games, there have been Sonic-themed mods, maps, and texture packs in the past, and I've even explored one as an April Fool's Day joke, but this is an official DLC product that you can purchase with Minecoins, which I assume are some crazy new cryptocurrency that are probably going to explode very soon. So what does $8 buy you in terms of this DLC? Well, it's actually a surprising amount of effort and a lack of it at the same time, which, if that doesn't summarize the Sonic series as a whole, I don't know what does. So first off, for regular Minecraft play, you get a whopping 24 new skins, including deep cuts such as Mecha Sonic and Metal Knuckles, along with some more series staples such as Omega, Silver, and Rouge.
She looks like Mickey Mouse.
Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I think all of these look great, because I think some of them look kind of weird, but I do have to say, I think it's charming how they adapted all of these into the Minecraft style, much like some of the other skins they've done in the past. All the hedgehogs, aside from Amy, sort of look atrocious, though. And I'm not going to budge on that one. Look how they massacred my boy! Now, if you're purely interested in the authentic Minecraft experience, this is where your Sonic adventure ends, because there is not a Minecraft Sonic texture pack that you can use in regular play, and the bigger crime to most people, I assume, is that the new behavior pack is only usable in the Sonic DLC world. The bright side to that, though, is that there is a Sonic DLC world. Now, this is something that's really hard to admit, and it's probably going to be the last time it ever happens, but I have to say, the Sonic DLC for Minecraft is infinitely better than the Mario DLC. Sure, the Mario DLC has its own world as well, but it's basically just a glorified museum, and unforgivable offense here, there's supposed to be a Midbus skin for the pigs and a Hooktail skin for the Ender Dragon, and they backpedaled on that hard, and now the pigs just look like regular pigs, apparently. The only reason I can assume that these were removed is because Miyamoto wanted to drive that knife even farther into the hearts of the Mario RPG series, and, you know, maybe don't do that. Oof. The Sonic DLC begins with Sonic building a subscribe to Garrulous64 graphic out in the wilderness, and I do very much appreciate that, but then he is thrust into a very eerily quiet section of Tails' workshop. Now, I was very on guard at this point, because every fiber of my being was telling me that this was about to turn into a horror game, but instead there were just a few tutorials hanging around and then one single Motobug who was unfortunately cut down in the line of duty.
No! I didn't mean it! I didn't mean to do it! I deliberately tried to run and jump over it! No!
Sort of symbolic of how the Motobug series died on the channel too. After that senseless violence, though, Sonic breaks into the other part of Tails' workshop, where he's been hoarding all of the content that Sonic fans have been begging for years now. And the Wisps. I think most of the fun from this pack comes from the fact that you're able to look around this place and go, oh my god, look, there's Caliburn! Like, I don't like Sonic and the Black Knight, but that's pretty cool, and oh man, look, now it is a horror game. Uh-oh. I'm not gonna sit here and list off every single reference for you, because that would bore me to tears, and I'm sure someone else is gonna do that. But I'm happy to report that Chow are finally back. Every achievement you unlock in-game gets you a different Chow, and really cute detail here, each one is modeled after a different Chow evolution and or typing.
This machine is having children.
Other than that, they don't really do much, but they are adorable and you can pet them, so I would have paid $100 for this. Sega, please take notes. So what about those levels we saw in the trailer, right? It sure looked fun to run through Green Hill Zone again, right? Nope, actually it's kind of awkward. Okay, first things first, do not play this using a keyboard. This is the most important advice I can give you. Play using a controller and set your auto sprint to something comfortable, such as your right bumper or left bumper. This makes it a lot easier to play the game, but alas, it is still kinda weird. The best way I can put this is it feels like Sonic the Hedgehog in Minecraft had a baby, but it's not like a miracle. It's like a weird test tube thing. It sure does feel a little bit like Sonic in the sense that, you know, you go fast, and then you go too fast and you can't really control yourself well, so you end up slamming into enemies and obstacles, and your jumps don't really go as far as you think they're going to, and, you know, most of the time you just fall off the stage anyway. After a while, of course, you do get a little bit more used to it, but it doesn't stop it from feeling weird. Now, this next thing is going to be a pretty hot take, and it's especially hot because of my history with this particular game. But a while back, when I made that video about Sonic Roblox games, I have to say that every single game I played there controlled better than this DLC does, and those are all free to play. I'm definitely now in my own personal hell for admitting that. But you know, they've already changed Minecraft so much so that it feels like Sonic, at least a little bit, so I'm wondering if they could have just gone a little bit farther and, like, really made it feel good to play. Not only are the controls really awkward, but the levels are also very repetitive and boring, because upon playing the first act, you kind of see everything it has to offer, and then every subsequent act just kind of takes all of the same set pieces from the level and rearranges them a little bit. It's basically just a big arcade game where you're trying to increase your score as high as it'll go. I've never really been a fan of arcade games for that reason. I like things that you can finish, because it makes me feel like I actually did something. I don't really care about big number. Except that big number. I care about that one. And level 2, Chemical Plant, I kind of never want to play that ever again in this DLC, because it is disgusting. It's all claustrophobic, and all the puzzles are just hitting a switch and running somewhere really quickly, but the enemies get in the way, and you get hit all the time because hitboxes don't really look like what they should be looking like, and it is just so bad. It's so not fun. And the remaining stage I haven't mentioned yet is Sky Sanctuary Zones. We have one from Sonic 1, 2, and 3. Very nice. This is the best level in my opinion. It's a lot more visually appealing than Green Hill Zone, and it is less claustrophobic, of course, than Chemical Plant. And have to give it props, it actually has the best hidden special ring that I've seen out of everything I've played so far. Speaking of special rings and secrets, since nothing is really blocked off in this game, you can go wherever you want in the landscape. But exploring is not really a good idea because there's just nothing out there for you to find. And for those who really like exploring, I hope you also like being stuck in places that you can't escape from, because if you're not using one of the characters that can get some mad verticality, you're just gonna lose a life. So congratulations, you have been punished for wanting to explore something that looks cool. I was always looking all over the place, especially in Chemical Plant Zone, to find those Chaos Emeralds, but basically what I would find is just, you know, a forced stage reset, or sometimes even a game over, depending on how many times that happened. And it kind of felt like, again, an arcade game. Like them trying to bait more quarters out of my pocket, even though, you already got all my mine coins, dude, I'm broke now! Since I mentioned the other characters a second ago, let me tell you, you start off with Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, the OG crew, each with their own unique playstyles. And by using rings, you're able to free Amy and Shadow the Hedgehog from cryostasis. And once their muscles recover from the severe atrophy associated with the unthawing process, they too become playable. Super Sonic is also unlockable once you find all 7 Chaos Emeralds, or maybe that's the medium fry that came with my Big Mac the other day. The jury's still out on that one. Quick rundown here, Tails can't fly freely, but he can hover, which makes platforming a little bit easier. Knuckles cannot climb, because that'd be useless anyway, because there's no real exploration to be had, and he can glide, but I didn't really use him. Amy is definitely my favorite character of the bunch because she has a double jump that makes platforming actually fun, and her hammer really just puts the smack on these enemies, and it feels good. And the ultimate life form over there has a pseudo double jump that actually keeps momentum, and it makes some of the more open stages a lot of fun. But Amy's probably still the best. And then Supersonic, his power sort of just feels like bragging rights, because for one thing, I really don't want to play those special stages. They are mondo boring, and also, he just seems to be an invincible Sonic that maybe goes a little bit faster. It's really not worth it. Unfortunately, this DLC's gameplay does not really match up to the novelty that the graphics and the references provide, which is kind of a shame because you can really just see all that stuff on YouTube. There's not really a need to pay dollars for it. But I guess, you know, if you already own Bedrock Edition and you're a fan of Sonic the Hedgehog, $8 isn't really going to break any bank, so I would say there's not really too much harm in just buying it and checking it out yourself. But that's probably where I'd draw the line. If you don't already own Minecraft Bedrock Edition on whatever platform you are planning to play it on, it is not worth buying Minecraft Bedrock Edition just for this. Especially not on the Switch, because Peter Knetter did not have a very good time with it, as you can see by this here.
Yeah, we're supposed to take a left down this path, obviously.
I couldn't see anything.
I honestly cannot believe that this, released in this state, is sort of appalling. But happy 30th birthday, Sonic! This is the best Sonic game of 2021, I guess. I gotta do the outro. I gotta do the outro. That's something I gotta do. I gotta do it right now. Yeah, that's gonna be all for the video for today. Thank you so much for making it this far. If you did make it to this point, please let me know down in the comments. And, you know, you're pretty cool. Thank you. But anyway, I would like to give a huge thank you to my current supporters, who are Mailman019, The Ghost, Roblox Gamer, Kaido the Samurai, Danny Lee Dauber, Mike TGC, Chaotic Mercenary, Akira the Silencer, Sandsboy, T-Bone APH, Royal Blueburn, The 7 Superstars, Crystal, Tylil Tech Guy, PM13, Crazy Sean DX, Chaos, Jeremy, Dork in a Hat, Mega Traffic Cone, and on Patreon, T-Bone APH and Mailman019 yet again. Thank you guys so much for the extra support, I really appreciate it, and thank you to everybody, including the people in the $1 tiers. Even $1 helps, and if you support the channel in any way, Patreon, YouTube, Twitch, you get access to blooper episodes, which sometimes happen with the videos, but sometimes they don't. But yeah, it's pretty cool sometimes. Anyway, thank you guys so much for supporting, and I will see you guys next time.